Hey, hi Pomelos. So just left Guildford once again and we are off to Dorking on the second section of the North Downs Way. So yeah, the weather forecast isn't looking too good, so I've got a new backpack that's 50 litres just because with my smaller one I can't put my sleeping bag in it, and if it rains I don't want it to get soaking. So yeah, it's a test for that as well. So far it definitely feels heavier, but I don't know if that's just because obviously when you've got a bigger bag you can find more things to put in it. And I have got a bit more water because I've got a longer hike today, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's quite a nice day so far. It's sort of blue and pretty warm. Just took my jumper off, which is there at the top. So I don't know if I said already, but I'm going from Guildford, which is where I started my last section of the North Downs Way. I'm going the opposite direction to Dorking. So I think in total the section's 20k or 12 miles. I've got a few extras. I had about a mile-ish to get onto the trail, and then I think 3 or 4 miles to get to the campsite after that. So pretty long day, longest I think I've ever walked for, so see how I survive.
So I came across this really cool tree. I don't know if it's some sort of fungus or like lightning had hit it, but it was so interesting. If you know what's happened to it, please let me know. And this was the first of many beautiful viewpoints on this section of the North Downs Way. Quite a lot of it goes along the Surrey Hills, I think it's called, so there's a lot of nice places to get a good view. And there's a little church on the top of the hill as well. And just to show you quickly, the signs were the exact same on this section as they were on the first. So something I'd recommend doing if you're doing any of the National Trust's walking routes and trails is to go onto their websites, and you can actually download these information leaflets, and it tells you about interesting things you can see along the way. So this sculpture here is part of the Inspiring Views projects, which was an aim to incorporate structural art into the countryside across the Surrey Hills.
So I haven't done too much filming. I've done just over 4 miles in just under 2 hours. So a little bit slower than I was expecting, but at the start it was very hilly, so I was slowly dying, but it's been flat for quite a long while, so that's been nice. And the other reason is there's loads of kids around. I think it's sort of like Duke of Edinburgh scout trips. There's like hundreds of them everywhere, so obviously don't want to film kids, but yeah, it's nice. It's been really busy. There's loads of people cycling, dog walking and everything, so it's been really nice. Hello, so you might see behind me, it's actually like a snack van type thing, which I'm so buzzing for. I was basically going to grab like a sandwich or something in like Pret or Starbucks or something, but the only one they had, I didn't like the sound of it, so I was planning just to have like sort of cereal bars and stuff for lunch, but now I have a vegan sausage roll, so very happy. And I also got a Lucozade Sport, which I've not had since I was probably in, I don't know, high school or something, so yeah, that'll be good, nice and energizing. So I've just came across this. No idea what it is. I'll have a Google and I'll let you know.
So I did actually try and find out what this is. I went on National Trails website and it didn't come up with anything. Although this part of the trail has a lot of things from the war, and it mentions that on the information section of section 2. So I'm assuming it's something to do with the war, but that's as far as I have got.
Hello. So I'm having my first proper break. I had like one break for like 5 minutes at the top of a hill and you got some water and stuff, but yeah, just having a proper seat down. I've done like almost 5 miles so far. Yeah, it's really nice. So far it's been mostly through woodlands, and there was like a bit along like a ridge of like a hill, which was a really nice view. But yeah, it says that it's going to be a lot hillier like the whole way along, but so far it seems from Guildford, like the first mile-ish is really hilly, and then it's honestly been flat for like quite a while, and it's so tranquil here, it's really quiet, so it's nice. Little Kingswood viewpoint. Let's see. Pretty nice. Hello. Oh. Hello. So I'm just currently sitting on a bench just for 5 minutes. Been in the woods near enough the whole way, minus that one little ridge. I don't know if I said already, but I'm getting pretty sick of the woods, even though it's really nice to be in them. It'd be nice to see something else. I don't know how long I'm in them or if I'm in them the whole way. When I looked on the map, it looked like it was sort of woods and then sort of like a ridge half the way, so we'll see. So I think my prayers might be getting answered. Is that the right phrase? I don't know. Anyway, I took 2 turns and I'm walking in a different direction, and I'm sort of hoping that I'm coming out of the woods, although saying that it doesn't really look like that's the case. This bit is definitely less like popular, or like there's less people about. I don't know if it's because it's like deeper in the trail and it's further away from bigger cities and towns. It's still pretty close to like loads of villages and stuff like that, but you know, around about Guildford and stuff is really busy. So yeah. Okay, I think I spoke too soon. I'm pretty sure I'm not coming out of the woods, although it's less woodlandy, meaning there's less dense trees. So yeah, I've had a few spits of rain and I've been sort of keeping my eye out to whether to put my rain jacket on, but so far it's not come to anything. It's looking grey bluish, so yeah. Whew, finally out of some trees. So I've just passed the 6 mile mark, so I am halfway through this section. I've walked for about 7 miles because it's about a mile from Guildford station to the trail. So yeah, I've walked for about 7 miles. Got a hill now, and yes, that would be more than halfway, but my campsite's a few miles off this section of the South Downs Way, so not quite halfway yet. Just come across this little house bunker thing that's on the side of the hill. Ah. Second World War home defence pillbox, please mind your head. Let's go in and see. Okay, I'm not going to go in because I'm going to have to duck really low to get my backpack in, but here's the information if you want to know more about it. So there's another one of the war bunker lookout places. I've seen probably about 4, and some of them are a lot easier to get into than the others. So yeah, it's pretty cool, especially if you're interested in history and everything. So I am currently in Hackhurst, White Downs and West Hanger. Very dirty map. I'm pretty sure I am going up here. Yeah, let's do it. So we are in Blatchford Down, and the weather's looking rather sketchy. I keep on getting the odd drop of rain. Yeah, I really don't want to put my jacket on because I'll be all sweaty, but finally got an area without trees, so I might be able to get a nice view. That's so nice. So I am currently walking along the gorgeous Blandford Down, Blanchford Down, I think. I read a sign earlier that this is part of a 5-mile stretch of the North Downs Way. So I should be near enough on this the whole way, which would be so nice because there's such a gorgeous view. The only problem is it is starting to spit a bit, and yeah, I'm just thinking any minute now it's going to downpour, and obviously here there is no trees, which is what I wanted, but not if it starts to rain. Yeah. Apparently this section is protected. It's a chalk way, which apparently is really important for like wildlife and flowers and things. I'll read more about it and I'll let you know. So my rain jacket is officially on. It hasn't actually started raining yet, which is a bonus, but I feel like it's literally going to be any minute. Except from, I thought that for about half an hour, 40 minutes or something. I've got a rain jacket thing, rain cover on my bag, so we shall see. I'm in a little bit of a wooded area-ish just now, so it's a bit better. If it does rain, I'll be a little bit protected.
So this video has a pretty abrupt ending. I did film an ending, but it's a bit mangled. So I'll just tell you what happened. Basically, I sort of like injured my toe. I've got this sort of ongoing injury, and it tends to be if I'm like carrying heavier stuff over a long time, it gets a lot worse. So I think my bag was basically too heavy. Long story short, basically instead of camping, I ended up walking a few miles just back to the train and then headed home for the night. Just because I didn't fancy an extra 6 miles on the end of the hike. But it was a really good trail. I definitely recommend it. I think on the National Trails website it says it's pretty. I think it says it's quite hilly, but it seriously isn't. It's pretty flat, except from the odd few ups and downs. But anyway, hopefully I'll get to section 3 eventually, and we can carry on walking the North Downs Way.